What's up guys? Let's get you started on some Batman miniature game. Hey everybody! Today we're going to be talking about what you need to get started on Batman miniature game. There's all sorts of different templates and different things you can be looking into, and I'm just going to give you a quick guide on everything you kind of need to get started. If you're already playing Batman miniatures, unfortunately this isn't going to be super helpful for you because you probably already have all this stuff or know it. But if you're looking to get into the game, this is going to be what you're going to need to look into. Alrighty, so let's start with some of the manuals here. We'll be going through all the different items and different things close up, and then in the end we'll go through kind of a buying guide and pricing on all the different stuff we talk about here, kind of allowing you to figure out how much you want to invest in the Batman miniature game. There's many options and levels that you can kind of achieve. But first up we have the printed manual. Now this is available as a free PDF on the Night Models website. I'll provide a link down below so you can get that there. But what this has is it has all the rules and everything you're going to need to know how to do combat, movement, and then it also has all the different abilities that your characters are going to be able to do, and all they're called traits. So you have these all in here, all the different rules on how they work and how to play the game. Like I said, there's a free PDF for all that, so you don't have to worry too much about picking this up, but it is nice to have a little copy that you can flip between pages. Along with this, we're going to look into the Book of Magic. Now, the Book of Magic is a book that has all the different rules for spells and how they operate. If you're going to be running any magic characters at all, you're going to need this book, or else you're not going to be able to do any of their spells because you won't know how to do them. So I don't have a copy of that. There's a picture that you're probably already looking at right now, but that's what that is. Look into that if you're going to be running any magic characters whatsoever. Alrighty, and now we're going to talk about the Flash and Arrow book. Now this right here is an expansion book that came out in the first edition, so all the rules and stuff are going to say centimeters in here. Obviously that's been changed and updated, so you can there's a little conversion table in the back here for any of the meanings. Also, any of these traits and stuff like that, I would just refer to this because most of the traits have been overhauled from first edition to second edition, so they're probably wrong in here anyway. Another thing that this book's important for is it has all the vehicle rules. So if you want to be operating the Batmobile or bringing any other vehicles to the fight, you're going to need this book because it does have all the rules for that in here. Also, it has rules for teams. Now, they're kind of like crews, the different crews that you can run, but it's stuff like Birds of Prey, Suicide Squad, Secret Six. And this book will have all the different rules and bonuses that you're going to get for running those characters. So if you're looking to do that, you're going to want to get this book. This is out of print, so if you want to pick up a copy, you're going to have to look on Amazon, eBay, something like that. It runs for around $30 to $40, although I've seen people, get deals on it because, some people don't really realize that it's a full game manual, that it's kind of important. But, so we have those two. We talked about the Book of Magic. Now, the other thing that we're going to talk about is the Arkham Knight campaign book. Now, what that is that's just kind of a campaign that you can run with a bunch of different pre-made scenarios and everything in it. I don't have a copy of it, so I'll be posting a picture up here so you can kind of take a look at that. It's not 100% necessary. There's not a ton of rules that are in there that you're not going to find in either one of these. Although this is the first edition, all of the unprinted rules in here are still valid. So it is worth looking into. I mean, I wouldn't spend a fortune on it, but if you can find it, for about $30, I would definitely try and pick that up. Yeah, but the Arkham Knight campaign book, it's a first edition book as well, so you're gonna have to convert all the centimeters and everything. But yeah, it's a fun little thing that you can run with your friends, and it's got a few different other little rules in there, but nothing really big that you're gonna be missing out on. Alrighty, and let's go on to some templates here. Whoa, focus. There we go. Alrighty, so our templates. Now, you are going to be playing in Batman Miniature with templates. There is only a few that you really need. The essentials are going to be your expansive template right here. And then we also have an explosive template. Now, this doesn't look like an explosive template because it's not. This is an ice template that I got because I was running Free Agent Mr. Freeze for a long time. I picked this up when I first got it started because it's actually the same size as an explosive template, so I haven't really needed to buy a new one. Now when you buy the expansive token, you do get these little tokens that come with it as well. Now these tokens are for vehicles. If you want to be operating vehicles, you do need to have these. These are required to, you know, measure your turns. So that's kind of fun. If you want to have the Batmobile, you're going to need to pick these up. I don't know that there is a free alternative for these, but you can pick up a PDF on the Night Models website that's going to have the explosive template and the expansive template on there. So you don't actually have to buy these, but it's really nice to have the kind of acrylic ones that you can throw in your bag and you don't have to worry about it, you know, getting folded or broken or messed up. So that's going to be your templates. Let's get these out of the way here. And let's move on to one of our other essentials. Now, these just look like some little street lights and some little sewer manhole covers, but these are really important. Now, what these do are, these lights are going to illuminate the board, which is very important because in Batman miniature game, you're generally playing at night. So your line of sight is very limited and you do need these to kind of see all the way across the board. Now, these go on a 30mm base. This is the kit that you can pick up from Night Models directly. It comes with 4 sewers, 4 lampposts. Generally speaking, in a normal game, you're only going to need 3 of each, but you can always, you know, take upgrades and certain characters that are going to increase or decrease those numbers for you or your opponent. So they give you 4, which is nice. These are made of little MDF, little wood kits that you can kind of just glue together. I haven't had any break on me, but they are, you know, kind of wobbly. But, you know, be careful with them. You know, keep in mind that they're wood and that's not going to be an issue. So we got our lampposts, we got our sewers, we got our templates out of the way. Now those are things that you are going to need to play the game. You know, weapons are going to use some of these templates, and the board requires you to have, you know, some form of lamppost or sewers. I mean, I guess you can play during the daytime. There is rules in the Arrow book for playing during the day. The next thing you're going to need, which is essential, I can say that, is going to be your objective tokens. Let's see here. Yeah, we got our Ace chemical barrels. We have our loot. We have an ammo crate. We have some Titan doses right here. So if you want to get all juiced up and roided out, we have some Wayne Tech Industries gadgets. We have contraband, you know, box full of guns and goodies. And then we have, squeeze this guy right over here, we have some medical supplies. So if you're looking to get healed, or, you know, what it does, it gives you desensitized, which makes your character kind of shrug off the pain. These are going to be your objective tokens. These come in 2 sets. Actually, there is an objective that I'm missing because I didn't paint that up. Now, actually, here, you get the little box right here so you can see. And in here you get, with 1 pack, you get the contraband, the Titan, the medical supplies, and 2 riddle tokens. I'm going to show you those riddle tokens that you come in here so you kind of see what you get in both the sets. I didn't do these because I have some ones that I custom did. I can pull these out here real fast. Let's see here. Whoop. There we go. So I got some custom ones that I did. So I didn't end up painting these up, but you can kind of take a look at them and see what you end up getting in the box. So you have the 1 set, like I said, is going to be these right here, and then your next set is going to be these right here. Each one of those sets is a nice little resin kit, and you'll be able to kind of have all of your objectives. This isn't quite all of them. There are a few other ones, but this is a bulk of your objective options. Let's scoot all this nonsense out of here. And I think that's pretty much it for the most part. Only other things you're going to absolutely need are going to be a tape measure and some D6. You use D6 for pretty much everything in Batman Miniature. You don't roll anything else as far as combat and everything. You can also use these to kind of mark how many action counters that you have on your characters when you're planning out your round. So we have all that. That's pretty much it. The only other thing that I would like to mention is scatter terrain. Scatter terrain is something that you don't always think about when you're putting together a board, but for Batman miniatures you want to have a lot of different ways to kind of provide cover, because a lot of people are using different guns and things like that, so it's something that you want to think about. Also, putting together some terrain that's kind of got an urban feel. You can of course use any of your Warhammer or Infinity or anything like that, but Batman miniature game really comes to life when you have more of an urban environment on the board. You can already kind of see it feels definitely more like Gotham now that you got some Ace Chemical barrels, stuffed next to the dumpster and everything. Anyway, yeah, I think this is pretty much it. I didn't include this on any sort of pricing guide because, obviously terrain costs all different things. This costs very little because I made it. It's all just foam core and stuff like that. So it can cost you nothing, or it can cost you an arm and a leg. But terrain is definitely something you want to think about when you're getting into the Batman miniature game. So don't overlook it. Again, you can use anything from shoe boxes down to your Warhammer stuff, but the point is, yeah, make sure you have some stuff on your board and make it more interesting. The more things you have, the more fun you're going to have on the board. Oh, one other thing. You're also going to need something to determine your lead, or to take the lead, which is determining initiative for the round. There's a few different ways that you can do it. How they recommend is that you use a little baggie with some tokens or some dice that are different color, and you kind of figure out how many turns each person's going to have and put them in the bag and draw them out. So it's random. I usually do cards because generally you're playing a two-person game. So if 6 rounds, you can do 3 black cards, 3 red cards, and shuffle them up, and then you can draw them out. And at the beginning of the turn, you go, oh, well you're red, so you get initiative this round. That's kind of a fun way to do it. Also, there's so many different little Batman or Joker or Harley Quinn themed decks that you can pick up. So you can add kind of a thematic way to determine your turn order, which is kind of fun. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it as far as the essentials. To get started in Batman miniature, you got your rule book and everything. So yeah, that's about it. Hey guys, so this is going to be the kind of the purchasing guide for all of the essentials in Batman miniature. I got everything off the Night Models website as far as the prices go, except for some of the things that I couldn't because it's not in print anymore. But that's all going to be from that site, and I converted it over to the US because that's where I'm from. So if you're in the US, these prices are going to be good for you. If not, you're going to want to look into see what's going to cost you over where you're at. Starting off with the rulebook, we have $23. So that's not too bad of a purchase as far as a rulebook for a miniatures game go. Not bad at all. It is just a little soft cover book, so you're not getting the big nice hardcover book to lug around in your bag, but it's cool. The Flash and Arrow book, however, that is the hardcover one, that is $37 on Amazon. Unfortunately, that's out of print, so there's no way of really ordering it directly from them. You can find it on other sites that might still have copies, but it's going to range somewhere around the $30 to $40 range. Like I said, I found it on Amazon for $37. The Book of Magic, that's the book that has all the spells and everything that we talked about. That's going to be about $14. So not bad. Kind of an optional purchase if you're not really intending on running a lot of magic characters or any magic characters. Then you don't really have to pick this up. There used to be a free PDF. You might be able to find somebody who has a copy laying around. But right now, as it stands, you kind of have to purchase it if you want to jump in now. So for all of the books, if you want to get everything that's printed right now that's still relevant and good, it's going to be a total of about $74. Like I said, you might be able to find some deals on Amazon or something like that. You might find something cheaper. I know I've seen somebody who picked up a copy at half-price book for $5. So keep your eyes open. You can definitely find this stuff out there. But that's going to be about $74 for all the printed rules. As far as the templates go, those are going to be about $16 a piece. So $32 for all of the templates. That's going to be the explosive, the expansive. It also comes with the vehicle templates that are required for vehicles, and little light markers. So it'll kind of help you distinguish who is illuminated by street lights, which is kind of fun. Not totally necessary if you have a tape measure, which if you're playing this you do. But it's a nice little handy tool to just kind of throw it down there and be like, oh yeah, he's definitely lit up, so I can see him. So that's, yeah, $32 for those. We have the light and sewers. Now this is something that you are going to need. It's not really an option as far as playing the game. That's going to be $10. So really not bad at all. Like I said, you get the little MDF kit. It's kind of nice. You took a look at that, and yeah, it's really not bad. Like I said, it's Not the sturdiest, but I've never had any break on me, so just, you know, keep in mind that they are just wood and you should be all right. The objective markers. Now each of those are going to be about $14 to $15, so about $14.50. And you'll need both of those sets if you want to have all the different objectives. Not quite all of them, because there are some older ones that you can get kits for, like the safes and the bat signal and that kind of stuff, so do look into those. But for the bulk of your objectives, you're going to be able to get those in those 2 packs that we talked about. So yeah, for both of those, it's going to be just about $30 to get all that. Alrighty, so as far as the Pro package, everything that we talked about in this video so far, if you want to get it all and be set for Batman miniatures, we're looking at a price point of about $130. So not terrible. It's comparable to, you know, some of the other games out there. When you look at everything that you have to buy for, you know, Warhammer 40K or any of those, like, you know, some of those battle boxes and everything, it's about $130. It's really not too far off. But again, most of this stuff is optional. You don't have to buy a lot of it. You can substitute, you know, the lampposts and sewers and objective markers for just 30mm bases if you're just kind of testing the game out. And the rulebook's free, so, you know, really it's not that bad. But yeah, for everything it's going to be $130. If you want to get the essentials, so just the lights and sewers, just the objective tokens, you know, you're not buying the rulebook, you're just doing the PDF. You don't need the templates, you're going with the PDF templates. So for just that, you're looking at $39. So just under $40, you get the lampposts and all your objectives, and you'll be pretty much set to play. Now, if you want to go even cheaper, if you're on a super budget, or you just don't want to commit anything at all to the game, just use 30mm bases for all your objectives, all your lampposts, all that kind of stuff. You can use all the templates for free online. You have the rules online. So you can get into Batman miniatures for maybe $2 to $5. Not bad at all for a war game. Of course, you're gonna have to buy, you know, some models. So, you know, something like $14, $15 starter set. You know, some of them, yeah, I guess they range from like 16 to 30. But get one of those sets, buy some 30mm bases, and you're set. So I hope this kind of covered everything you're going to need to get into Batman miniatures, as far as, you know, like I said, the Pro package or the I don't really want to pay anything for this game package. Because really $5 to get into, you know, well, $35 to get into a war game is really not bad at all. So if you're interested in checking out Batman miniatures, do it. You have no excuses. Right on, guys. Take care. Oh, it's over? If you liked the video, hit the like button. Don't forget to turn on notifications and subscribe if you want to stay up to date on everything related to Batman Miniatures game. Well, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you guys again. See you on the streets of Gotham.